All right, guys, it is Saturday the 11th, almost 11 o'clock. I am getting ready for my Easter meal. Now, since I'm gonna be at the church in the morning running the live stream for stuff, I won't be able to do this stuff tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna have to speed up the process a little bit. But I went ahead and started on my brisket today, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of show you what I'm doing, show you how it turns out, just to kind of be a part of this Carrollton Quarantine Creations thing. So here's our brisket. Got it from Kroger, not usually where I like to get it from. It's only a choice brisket, it's not prime, but they had them on sale, so went ahead. This is gonna be the top. I like cooking fat cat down because I like that little bit of fat on the bottom of my slice when I'm eating it. So this is the bottom. I trimmed the fat cap down to about 1/4 of an inch thick. I pulled off anything that I didn't want to eat back here. You know, any silver skin that was left from the butcher or whatever. Went ahead and squared off this end so I know which way is against the grain. And I'm about to season it up. I'm actually gonna inject it first. Gonna go ahead and inject it, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Using a little bit of Kosmo Q injection. This is actually, I really would use it more for competition stuff. But doing most of the backyard comps right now, I'm not doing a lot of briskets, and so I've got this just kind of sitting around, so I figured I'd use it. I'm gonna inject that, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna season it with. All right, guys, so I got it injected. I tried to work in kind of a grid pattern. Honestly, I'm just kind of doing it. It's not a competition brisket. I'm not super worried about every little detail. But you just kind of want to go in a grid, make sure you cover the whole area, go with the grain, inject with the grain, not across the grain, and just those kinds of things. But I'm about to make my own rub now. I like to make my own rubs. I don't typically buy rubs. This one, I found that I really like with brisket to keep it simple. A lot of people, if you're from Texas, you believe you can only put salt and pepper on a brisket. But my kind of mix is 4 parts salt, kosher salt, 4 parts coarse ground black pepper, 1 part a little bit of garlic powder. That's pretty much it. It's a SPG rub. But I'm gonna go ahead and make that real quick, and then we'll get it sprinkled on, and we'll have it stored up for tomorrow. All right, guys, so this is my SPG rub. Finished making it. You saw it just took a couple seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and season this up. I'm seasoning the fat cap side first, because once I flip it over, it's gonna stay down until I'm done. One thing I see people doing all the time is touching the meat with this hand and then putting the rub on with this hand, and then you're just getting gross meat bacteria all over this. So always have a clean hand. I like putting my rub on my right hand, so I pat it in with my left hand, or just put a glove on this. That way you can take it right off afterwards. So. Alright, so this is Hound Hogs barbecue team, which is our barbecue team. This is our newest smoker. We were borrowing an offset from somebody. This is a 22-inch Weber Smokey Mountain, and this is what we're going to cook on today. Today we are smoking with hickory and with pecan. Now, my chunks aren't that great. I'm at the bottom of my bags, but this is typically the size or a little bit bigger you want to cook with, but we're going to make do with a bunch of ones that are about this size. So if you are cooking on an offset or something, your primary wood source is going to be, or your primary heat source is going to be the wood. With this, it actually takes a lot less wood than you think, because your primary heat source is charcoal. So if you look down in here, you'll see, you know, I tried to make them decent sized chunks, but I just kind of spread them out, and I'm going to cover them in charcoal, and they're going to burn little by little. And since they're not going to be an open flame, they're going to smolder, and that's where that good smoke flavor is going to come from. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to make a little divot right in the middle of these charcoal briquettes, to where when I light my coals tomorrow, that's where I can dump them, and then it's going to start that slow burn out. Alright, so that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to try my first hot and fast brisket because I got a limited amount of time. I'm going to be cooking about 350 degrees, which is pretty hot for barbecue, but it should get it done, I'm guessing, in about 5 hours. So you'll see me back tomorrow, lighting the charcoals, getting things going right after church. Alright guys, so just got done coming home from church. Went ahead and got the smoker going. As you can see, it's heating up. Went ahead and put the coals down in there. I'm going to put the brisket on here. As soon as it warms up, I'm guessing it'll probably take another 20-30 minutes to get up to the smoking temp, and then we'll just go from there. We'll go ahead and put the brisket on. I'm cooking fat side down because, like I said, I like that little bit of fat on the bottom. So the brisket's on. It is 12:53, so basically 1 o'clock. I will check back on it here in about 45 minutes, probably when we're going to start spritzing because it's cooking so hot. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check the brisket and see if it needs to be spritzed. Oh yeah, that looks good right there. All right, so as you can see, if you look right here, you can see the mahogany color starting. That means the bark's starting to form. It's only been 45 minutes. That's what hot and fast does. And so the next time we come in here, I bet you it's going to be completely red. And I'm actually going to let this go a little bit before I wrap it because I want to get a nice dark crust on it today. All right, so it's been about 3.5 hours. We're gonna come in, let's get a look at this thing real close. So you can see how dark it's gotten. That bark has really formed well. It's running about 170 in the point and the flat right now. It's actually really balanced. And if you'll look, if you'll notice, come over to the side right here. Look at how much this thing is puffed up. That hot and fast method has really made this thing just kind of puff up and thicken. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap it. So we're going to take it off. If you hear anything in the background, that's probably Brantley. So we're going to take it and we're going to fold it in on the sides. And then down here in the ends, I'm going to actually pour a can of beef consomme in there. Just to give a little bit of that beef broth in there. And then I'm gonna finish wrapping it up. All right, so this is gonna help the cooking process go a little bit faster. It's in the stall right now. And so next time you see it, we'll be pulling it off the smoker and it'll be ready to eat. All right, so we got the brisket off. It only took about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, once we got it wrapped to get from 170 to 208. Went ahead and pulled it off because we're ready to eat. It's like late around here, not late, but later than we'd like. So if you hear anything, it's probably Brantley in the background eating. Feels good. You can see it's got that nice jiggle. So today we're actually going to cut the flat off and use the flat for tacos later in the week. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. You can just see how much it puffed up. And like, look at that. That's a lot of juice right there. So let me go ahead and do, the point on this thing was actually pretty good. I'm gonna pull one off the lower end down here. Pull a piece off. About a pencil thick. And let's see, oh, that's a little bit thin. So it folds over well, hangs well, pulls well. That's how you know it's a good brisket. Let me get another, let me get a bigger piece right here. You see you got that good smoke ring off that Weber Smokey Mountain. Once again, still hanging well, dangling well, and pulling well. So let me get one more cut. We're gonna leave the rest of the flat together. That'll be Brantley's. We're gonna leave the rest of the flat together because we're gonna eat off the point tonight, kind of eat it steak style, I guess. You can see it's got that good dark bark right there. All right, there's that point. And this is the money shot right here. You see all those juices just moving around. This is a choice brisket. So just imagine what a prime or a Wagyu brisket would be like. But nice, beautiful smoke ring. That's it for tonight, guys. That's how you smoke a brisket on a Weber Smokey Mountain or just in general. I'm ready to eat, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up. We got some asparagus, we got some baked potatoes to go with it. And we're gonna enjoy this tonight. So catch you guys later. What do you think of the brisket, Brantley? Huh? Here, try this piece right here. Try this piece. Yum. Mmm. Gotta go for more. Hey guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helped me get this channel started. Hit the like button. And if you want to get notified whenever I put out more videos, because I'll be putting out videos during the week of just regular things that I cook because I'm grilling or smoking, you know, 2 or 3 nights a week. Just go ahead and hit that notification bell right next to it and let it, that way it'll notify you when I put out a new video. But other than that, I think it turned out great. You let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you later.